Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing whole numbers and decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. So let's look at multiplying by 10. I'm going to show you some techniques and shortcuts to do this really simply and quickly in your head. When we're multiplying a number by 10, we are making the number 10 times bigger. Let's have a look at this number of 43.9. As you can see, I'm using a place value board behind me. I have 4 tens, 3 units and 9 tenths. To make this number 10 times bigger, I'm going to move all my digits one space, one column to the left. Why it's one column is because there's only one 0 in the number 10. So let's have a look. So my 4 tens will become 10 times bigger and move to the hundreds. My 3 units will move to the tens, and my 9 tenths will move to the units to give me an answer of 439. Let's try another one. What is the answer if I make 689 10 times bigger? I use the same technique of moving all my digits one space to the left to get my answer. So my 600s will move to the thousands, my 8 tens to the hundreds, and my 9 units to the tens. Then I had a placeholder of 0 to complete the answer of 6,890. So what if I multiply my number by 100? I'm making it 100 times bigger this time. In the number 100, you can see I've got 2 zeros. So that tells me I need to move my digits 2 spaces to the left. So let's look at the number 19.5. I need to move all my digits 2 spaces to the left to make them 100 times bigger. My 110 will move to the 1000, my 9 units to the hundreds, and my 5 tenths to the 10, and I add my placeholder 0. The answer is 1950. We're going to use the same technique when we multiply them by 1000, but this time I'm going to move my digits 3 spaces. There's 3 zeros in the number 1000. Let's have a look at this one. What is 0.41 multiplied by 1000? So let's move all my digits 3 spaces to the left. My units will move to the thousands, my tenths to the hundred, and my hundreds to the tens, and I add a placeholder in the units. Now the 0 in the 1000 column has no impact on my answer, so I can just get rid of it to give me the answer of 410. Let's try another one. 6.4 multiplied by 1000. Again, I move my digits 3 spaces to the left. My 6 units will move into my 1000 column, my 4 tenths into the hundreds, and I add my placeholders. The answer is 6,400. Division by 10. Now I'm asking you to make your numbers smaller. I'm going to divide by 10. They're going to become 10 times smaller. We can use the same technique as we used to make them bigger, but this time we're going to move our digits to the right. Because there's only one 0 in the number 10, we'll move our digits 1 space to the right. So what is 755 divided by 10? Let's have a look. My units will go to the tenths, my tens to my units, my 100 to my tens. The answer is 75.5. Let's try another one. I want to make it 10 times smaller. 21.1 divided by 10. Let's move my digits 1 space to the right. My tenths will move down to the hundreds. My 1 unit to the tenths, and my 2 tens to the units, giving me an answer of 2.11. What happens when we divide our number by 100? We're going to use the same technique, but this time we're going to move our digits 2 spaces because there's 2 zeros in the number 100. What is 809 divided by 100? All I do is move all my digits 2 spaces to the right. My 9 units go to the hundredths, my tens to the tenths, my hundreds 2 columns to my units, giving me an answer of 8.09. So let's look at this one then. What is 6 divided by 100? Again, we use the same techniques. We move the digits 2 spaces to the right. My 6 units will move to the hundredth column. I then add my placeholders to make the answer 0.06. Last one. What do we do if we want to make our number 1,000 times smaller? Again, we use the same technique. We're going to move our digits 3 spaces this time because there's 3 zeros in the number 1,000. So what is 7,080 divided by 1,000? Let's move all our digits 3 spaces to the right. Our 0, our 8. It gives us an answer of 7.08. Now the 0 on the end has no impact on the answer. Let's try another one. What is 520 divided by 1,000? Again, I'm going to move my digits 3 spaces to the right. My 0 is actually going into the thousandth column, but it's not on my place value board. My 2 tens to my hundredths, and my 5 hundredths to my tenths, and I add a 0 in my units column. Again, the 0 on the end has no impact to my answer, so the answer is 0.52. Have a little go yourself, guys. Good luck.